Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and we are presented by Prize Picks. Man, what a day yesterday was. What a moment. I don't even feel like I went to bed last night. I feel like I've just been living one long day. And wow, I am still not over what I saw last night. You should not have won that game. You should have won that game because you were up by 14 in the fourth quarter. But then you should not have won that game because you choked away a 14-point fourth quarter lead in like 2 minutes. And then you missed a free throw, and they turn it over, and they missed the game winner, and you're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Sometimes you need a little luck on your side, and I think I could speak for all Knicks fans that we have not really ever been the most luckiest bunch of fans in our life. But holy moly, the New York Knicks are up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, and they're headed back to New York City to play Game 3 at Madison Square Garden. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. We could start with that. Alan Ned's Wiki, and I see my guy Keith saying it as well. That was some horrible officiating on both sides at times, but I thought the whistle all night long greatly benefited the San Antonio Spurs. There was a stretch, I believe it was, in that third quarter where Karl-Anthony Towns gets called for a couple of fouls on back-to-back possessions where they just weren't fouls. And everyone knows that more games equals more money for the NBA, and they know if that game is won by San Antonio last night, that the series is going to go a bit longer. It's very clear that Victor Wembanyama is allowed to do whatever he wants on the basketball floor. I just saw a video on my timeline where Alvarado was like boxing out Wembanyama, and he gets him in like a 2-arm headlock and rips him out of the way. Like, since when is that allowed? But Karl-Anthony Towns isn't allowed to lay the ball up with his right hand and have his other hand as he comes off the ball still up in the air. Both games have not been officiated fairly. It was a free throw fest for San Antonio in game one and in first half of game one. Yeah, Keith, that play on Alvarado, that was one I was just talking about. Like, that was ridiculous. The fact that that was not called, nothing, it was insane to me. He's allowed to do what he wants. He's the golden boy. The NBA knows that Wembanyama is their next meal ticket for the next 15-plus years. But it would just be nice to see if this game was called fairly. I mean, credit to the Spurs defensively in the fourth quarter. I just went back and watched the final 8 minutes of that fourth quarter, and the Spurs gave the Knicks problems offensively. The Knicks scored, I think I wrote it down, it was like 7 points or 6 points or 8 points in the final 6 minutes of the ball game last night. And I thought what changed on the defensive side of the floor for San Antonio was they played a lot more physically. They were able to defend with their hands instead of their feet. They fought through screens, and their pickup point on defense extended well beyond half court. And more often than not, they were playing physical full court defense. Yeah, the Mitchell Robinson technical foul as well. That was an absolute joke. Wembanyama initiated, and I'm not even going to say Mitchell Robinson responded because we know the old saying of the second person always gets caught. But, like, Mitch didn't do anything to get a technical foul. That was a man that incited a riot and left, and the people that were fending for themselves in said riot got charged with the crime. It was an absolute joke that the way that game was officiated last night. The Knicks end up getting a win. They beat the Spurs. They beat the refs. And it was the toughest win of the season. It may be the toughest win in New York Knicks history. I'll let some of the more seasoned viewers let me know if I'm off base on that. That's the most gritty win I've ever seen the Knicks get, especially when you factor in they were up 14 there in that fourth quarter. I mean, I've seen that same exact game unfold 1,000 times and it end in that bucket for the opposing team going through the net and the Knicks losing. But not this team, not this season, not this year. The New York Knicks win Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We got a lot to talk about on today's show. Do got to tell you, though, about our presenting sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks for being our presenting sponsor here at Chat Sports. And right now, if you download the Prize Picks app today, Prize Picks is hooking you up. Download the app, create an account, use the promo code HMA, play your first $5 lineup, and Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in lineups instantly. You don't even have to get that $5 lineup correctly. What is Prize Picks? It's America's #1 sports pick app. It's available in all 50 states plus Washington, D.C. Billions have been paid out, and it is safe, and it is secure. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply pick more or you pick less on the stat that Prize Picks selects for that player. So Prize Picks picks a stat for a player, and you just got to pick more or less. Unfortunately, AC came up a little bit short on this lineup last night, but I know you used that promo code HMA, and you got that extra $50 in lineups. What do we got here?
Yeah, we had Brunson more than 4.5 assists. McBride more than half a three-pointer made. OG more than 17.5 PRA, points, rebounds, assists. And then Stephon Castle more than 17.5 points and assists. And ultimately came up short on Jalen Brunson, more than 4.5 free throws made and more than 20.5 points at 20 and 4. So if he hits that last free throw and goes up 106, 104, that lineup would have been good. Ultimately, though, no sweat. The Knicks got the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, sometimes it comes down to the wire and the ball doesn't bounce your way. I'll take a Game 2 win, though, over a Prize Picks lineup win. I'm in the middle of crafting my lineup for Game 3. Make sure you do follow me on the social feed feature at @MarshallGreen_. That way, when I submit my lineup for Game 3, you could go easily see what I am rocking with. You can follow Andrew at @AConnell as well. Shout out to Prize Picks. That link is clickable in the comments and description. Pick more, pick less, play Prize Picks. Use the promo code HMA. Oh, wow. Marshall Green Jr. coming in with a $2 super chat. I like cinnamon rolls. Back-to-back days. You've bounced back. The quesadillas was a good call in Game 2. Cinnamon rolls is a good call. I actually had a cinnamon roll. Unbelievable. I went back to my college town. I was there for a doctor nonsense and got a cinnamon roll there. It was unbelievable.
Cinnamon rolls, when done correctly, they're a high ceiling dessert. They have low floor, high ceiling. A lot of variance there, but good cinnamon roll, man. Warm out of the oven. Good stuff.
Yeah, that is good stuff. Every Christmas morning growing up, we would have cinnamon rolls at the greenhouse.
Same.
So that's good stuff right there. Appreciate you always tuning in. Hopefully I can bring the milk home, as you have been saying in the chat here pretty soon. Ronald, just bat on ball, man. Just bat on ball every freaking time.
I love it, dude. I love it. I can never not think of 2019 DJ LeMahieu every time I see Ronald now. It's like I remember being in college watching some of those Yankees playoff games, and my friends were literally like, he gets a hit every single time. It's like it is crazy. 3 for 5, 2 for 4, just every single day.
We got AP in the building. What up? Shout out to our guy, AP in the building. That's my guy. Appreciate all y'all for being here. Vasquez in the building. Vasquez, we're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. What up, my man? Shout out to y'all. If you want the Knicks to go and win Game 3 of the NBA Finals, hit that thumbs up icon. We got a Game 3 preview coming up here in a little bit. want to chop it up about Game 2, you want to talk about the Knicks, all Super Chats will pop up on screen. John Connor in the building. What's happening, my man? Justice's dad, yes, sir. Mike B in the building. The B stands for ballin'. What's up, bro? Justice's dad, Boogs Way, JT, the Alan Nedzwicki. What's happening? Carl Knight says, hope you and your dad enjoy yours. Yeah, it's going to be a blast, man. Going to be a blast. Thomas says, I think Fox getting in Brunson's face is going to wake him up in the Garden. Yeah, look, I know Brunson has hit some insane shots in the fourth quarter, and despite him not having the knack for putting the ball in the bucket at a high clip right now, he's hitting clutch buckets exactly when the New York Knicks need it. Unfortunately, he didn't hit the one that would have sealed it for you or put you up by 2. But a crazy stat that I did see from Jalen Brunson is Jalen Brunson is the first player since at least 1971 to score final go-ahead points in the final 2 minutes of back-to-back NBA Finals games. That seems like a little bit of a cherry-pick stat, but you know what? I think it just kind of it puts some color to the picture of how clutch he can be and is 99% of the time. And even when Andrew Connell, he misses the shot and he misses the free throw, right spot, right time, enough awareness, reaction skills to notice that Wembanyama is about to throw that ball away. He jumps in front, grabs it, steals it, and then he drives into Victor Wembanyama, who is in an illegal defensive guarding position, to go ahead and draw that foul. Even when he's not doing what he does, he still finds a way to put your team in position to win. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw an alternate angle of this clip. I'm trying to find it of that play.
You can see his face light up.
Yeah, you see him. It's like a strong safety, a free safety, like driving on the ball. He was there before Wemby even threw the ball. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if you want it or if you saw the clip, then you're good. But yeah, he is like. You see him like kind of drive on that pass before he's reading Wemby's eyes, before he even releases the ball. And like obviously he got lucky that Castle wasn't looking and the ball bounced to him. But either way, he would have been – that's like the embodiment of Jalen Brunson's defense. It's not physically impressive. Hey, he's a smaller defender. He doesn't have a lot of quickness, but he makes high IQ plays. That's why he's usually near the top of the league leaders in charges drawn. It's because he's always in the right spot. And it paid off for the Knicks big time in Game 2.
Some other stats. The Knicks trailed by as many as 14 points in their Game 1 win and as many as 12 in their Game 2 win. This is the first time a team has recorded double-digit comebacks in each of the first 2 games of the finals since 1975. The Knicks are the first team in the play-by-play era since 96 to win each of the first 2 games of the NBA Finals despite trailing it the final 2 minutes. This team for 2 years in a row has not said die when they are supposed to say die. They do not quit. They do not give up. They just keep on chugging along, man. And they just have a knack for making one more play than the other team. And that is literally what happened last night. They quite literally made one more free throw than the other team.
Yep, that's all they needed. Would have loved to, but one, that's all you got to do. I think I said this on the postgame show last night, but ESPN actually opened their broadcast with the Inside the NBA guys, and Ernie Johnson was saying the Yankees had Mariano Rivera and the Knicks have Jalen Brunson, just calling him the closer. And like it's the same thing like closer in baseball. As long as you get the win, it doesn't matter if you leave the bases loaded or whatever. You make the right play and you just get them to the win. And no one's going to forget about how many guys you left on base or anything. And no one's really going to remember Brunson's missed free throw because the Knicks won.
Unreal. Alan Nedzwicki, $10 super chat. What's up, my man? Shout out to Alan Nedzwicki. Says, well, Mr. No, don't say that. Been enjoying that grin on your mug today. Congrats again, fellas. Proud of y'all and glad to be a part of both journeys. Love you guys. New York Knicks Now. By Chat Sports or nowhere. Alan Nedzwicki, you're a freaking legend, man. We would not be where we are, 200,000 plus subs on 2 channels. Without you, without every person that watches this stuff and supports in a major way, the fact that there are people like Alan Edzwicki who support both channels in a diehard fashion, we are truly lucky. We are truly blessed. It's been quite a ride this year, man. For all the heartbreaking losses that the New York Giants gave us this year, it seems like the New York Knicks have made up for it, and maybe times 100. But, man, I love this team. I love this channel. I love this job, and the fact that we get to do this, and this is our job, and we've built a pretty damn community, a pretty cool damn community along the way. I think is probably the coolest part of it all. That's Wiki. We're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, brother. We got 2 more to go, though. 2 more to go.
Job finished? Job not finished. What's there to be happy about?
Unbelievable. Christian Malley, $10 super chat. What's up, my man? Hi to everyone. Since it got lost in the celebrations last night, congrats on 100K and Knicks Now. Hopefully ended in MSG. Thank you. Yeah, last night was it happened so fast, and you guys sent in so many individual super chats that our system broke, and we weren't able to conventionally show all the super chats, and only really had eight minutes or so to celebrate 100K. But man, what a moment! What an achievement for this company, this channel, for us, for you guys. What a ride it's been. I was talking to Andrew before the show. We were going back and just talking about some of the first videos we did. The first video I ever hosted on this channel was the New York Knicks signing Dwayne Bacon in the summer of 2022.
Good for a title, though.
It's 2021, summer of 2021.
Sizzling Knicks news.
Unreal, man. Dwayne Bacon, the first video Marshall Green ever did, and then talked about Obi Toppin and Emmanuel quickly in the summer league.
Was that before Giants, or was that?
Giants was first.
Okay.
Yeah, Giants was first. Those videos, we started those in probably like late May or June of 2021. Then,
so not too far off. Then.
I really didn't start hosting Knicks full time probably until like November or December of 2021.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, nearly 5 years every single day working on this channel. Pretty cool to see that number go into 6 digits. That was insane. Christian, thank you for being here every step of the way, man. Seriously, it would not be possible without all of y'all. I mean, the fact that there's almost 300 people in the building today, and it's a Saturday, and I'm sure that there are a lot of wives and girlfriends that are like, hey, enough Knicks. Show me some attention. And the fact that you're here, I appreciate that. So if you haven't yet, please do hit that thumbs up icon. We're going to get into a Game 3 preview coming up momentarily. Not going to be able to do a super long live show today. I was supposed to get my hair cut a little bit later today, and then my barber said, I need you to come in at this time. And with my flight early tomorrow morning, it was either cancel on my barber and not get a haircut, or get a haircut and do that. So
can't show up to MSG without.
I got first time at the Garden. I'm not totally past due the cut, but it's a little it could use some trims.
It's the finals, man. I'm getting a cut on Sunday, so it's
and that cut hopefully lasts until we're at the parade, man.
Yeah, exactly.
At the parade. So we'll be live for probably another hour, another 60 minutes. I'm actually going to set a timer for myself, because if I am late to my barber appointment, he may not be very happy with me. And you can't just let anybody touch the peak, man. That's a special opportunity.
Yeah, it's like getting to getting to play basketball at MSG. Like,
what do you mean by uncut, Vinny Pip? I'm unsure what you mean by that. I'm gonna set it for 5:15, so 62 minutes.
Okay.
Cool. Appreciate you guys. Your barber could never know what to do with this. He would never know what to do. John, what's up, my man? 11-11. He's been doing it all playoffs long. This team is destiny. Plain and simple. They are showing elements that have not existed in our lifetime with Knicks history. Arguably, 94 was epic, but this 2026 team is leaps and bounds better. I'm like running out of words to say about this team and the things that they consistently do. And it's insane. It is insane. It feels like a team of destiny at times, and they refuse to lose. They like refuse to do it, and they don't do it, and they haven't done it in 43 days. The word that I like to use is competitive greatness. And I think that is the best buzzword for Jalen Brunson. I think that's the best buzzword for a lot of people on this team. And I think that that type of attitude and will to win and has become infectious in that locker room. And now everyone has that. And competitive greatness is, can you be your best, your absolute best, when your best is needed? And for 43 days, the Knicks' best has been their best when their best was needed. I mean, 43 days. I wasn't even like.
When's the last time the Knicks have ever gone 43 days without losing a basketball game? Only maybe the offseason.
And they still lost games in the offseason.
Yeah, summer league games, and they take losses even if they're not in games. They take plenty. The Knicks have taken plenty of off-season losses over our lifetimes. So
it was not a dream, Mohamed Triawara. I got to bed probably at about 4 a.m. last night, and then I woke up at 7:30 a.m. with my dog jumping in my bed, and I was like, "This is just not. We're not getting up. We are not getting up right now." Yeah, that was my realization of it. Was not a dream. It was real, and Hart was excited. She was excited. Black Lab, and her name is Hart, after Joshua. It'd be really nice if Josh Hart could play some hoops and not be like a magnet for fouls, because this is ridiculous.
He must have a personal beef with the ref or something. I don't know. Robert Hicks.
What up, Robert? I will say that Brunson is great at captain of the Knicks, but for the NBA Finals, give it to Cat. He deserves it. Yeah. I mean, I was watching somebody last night as I was doom scrolling and not ready to go to bed because I didn't want the night to end. And I think if you had to name a Finals MVP right now, like, it's hard for me to still not say Brunson, but Cat is right there, man. The only thing that is hurting my and people will say, well, Marshall, you hate Cat. Well, sure, say what you want. It's been a lot of first half greatness from Towns. And the third quarter in game one, Towns was great. But in the fourth quarter, it has still been Jalen Brunson getting it done. Karl-Anthony Towns scored 4 points in the second half last night. But he also deserves a bunch of respect and credit and votes for what he's done defensively on Wembenyama.
I think it's a tough conversation to have at this point because, like, there's still so much of the series that is going to go on. Like, yes, if Jalen Brunson continues to put up the shooting numbers that we'll show later, it's going to be hard to give him the MVP, even if he continues to clutch up in the fourth quarter. But, like, assuming he turns it on and those level out a little bit, it's probably still his to lose. Like, he still has, and this is when the Knicks get it done, when they get it done, it'll certainly be a conversation. But, like, I agree, Towns has maybe been the Knicks' most consistent player throughout these first two games, but has he been your best player in either one of those games? Tough to say.
Yeah, I think, and you could say he has as well. Like, if someone wants to tell me he has been the best player in both games, I'd be like, yeah, you're probably right. And if someone wanted to be like, well, You don't win those games without Brunson's buckets. I mean, Brunson ties it at 104. Brunson hits the free throw. Brunson scores in transition against Champaign in the fourth quarter. Brunson scores off the inbound as well. That's 6 fourth-quarter points there. I mean, the New York Knicks barely even scored in the fourth quarter, and Brunson had 6 of them. They score 21 points. He's got 6. Or 7. 6. 7. He hit the free throw. He hit the right elbow jumper. He hit the shot off the inbound and in transition against Julian Champaign.
Okay.
7 fourth-quarter points for Brunson. So he scores a 30-year points there, and he has the steal as well. Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, exactly. AP says, as of right now, both guys are deserving. Knicks have been a machine. Eileen Cat for efficiency and facilitating. But yeah, like, Cat's efficiency has been awesome. We'll talk about that. I do want Jalen Brunson to win Finals MVP. I just he's my guy. He's the reason that this team is here. He's the first one here. He's the first brick of the foundation. But if Karl-Anthony Towns wins Finals MVP, that's going to be unbelievably cool as well. I kind of just care more about the ring than the MVP at this point.
Yeah, lobster or steak. Finals, deciding who's going to be the Finals MVP. It's a good problem.
Gotta win 2 more games, though.
Good problem to have. It's me. Says Hart is moving like Rodman in this series. Hey, every team needs one.
I mean, he still gives you 6 rebounds and 4 assists yesterday. Would be nice if he got to 13 combined there. But, like, and we'll talk about this when we get to our, like, official scripted preview, is you're up 2-0, and yes, Josh Hart played great in Game 1, but he played 7 minutes and half one of Game 1, and I think it is actually fair to say that he was bad in Game 2. Like, Game 1, he shot bad. Game 2, he shot bad. Game 1, he was, like, really good, though, and the Knicks needed all of the little plays that he made.
Yeah, I think, like, the fair assessment is, like, he made some good plays in Game 2. Like, he had some big offensive rebounds, some big rebounds, and obviously 4 assists, like, help kind of just doing what he does, move the ball and get other guys involved. But, like, overall, he played poorly, you could say. But in Game 1, he did not play well offensively, but overall, he played well. In Game 2, he made some good plays, but you can characterize his total performance as poor.
And you're up 2-0, and Brunson has not shot the ball better than 40% in a game. Shot 28% last night. I think he shot 30-something% in Game 1. Like, the Brunson game is coming. Like, that's going to happen. What, is Brunson just going to play horrible this entire final? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm hoping it's Game 3. It'd be really cool. Like, you're going to choose a day to do it, Jalen. Game 3 is your day, my man. But what does it say about this team that you are up 2-0 and kind of the blood, sweat, and tears of this team and Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson? If you had to grade them for their first 2 games, Josh Hart gets a C+, B-, and Jalen gets a C-. Like, and you're up 2-0. And you haven't played a game at home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say you couldn't draw it up any better, but you could not be in a better, like, if you just didn't look at the score sheet and you just looked at the stats, I don't think you would think that the Knicks are up 2-0. If you just looked at the box scores without the final scores in both of these games, or just the percentages or the stat lines from Hart and Brunson, you would have thought, like, the Knicks have multiple ways they can win, but the most common way is Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart doing their thing. And I think it shows kind of the overall, it's a testament to the team overall that they've still managed to get these 2 wins with those guys not getting it done. But the easy plan A is usually Brunson and Hart play well, and that works. So, like you said, that should happen at some point in the series.
Just saw a stat pop up. Best road 3-point percentage in the NBA playoffs this year. Landry Shamet, 62.9%. That whole role players play better at home. Andrew Shamet said, I'll give you some buckets on the road, too.
I don't care where he's played for like a quarter or a third of the teams in the league, so they're all home arenas to him. We got our guy Santino coming in with a super chat.
Oh, shoot, Santino. What's up, Beast Mode? Celebrating that milestone was surreal with y'all last night. 100K and Knicks 2-0 finals lead. Is there anything better that could be happening? Prize Picks lineups could have hit. No, I'm kidding. Unbelievable, man. Shout out to Santino. And like I was going to send a message here later, like fact people stuck around and Friday night, and they could have been anywhere watching the finals. And we had a bunch of people from Chat Sports stick around, come back to the office, and to celebrate. That was really cool, man. So Santino, appreciate you, my man. And I got to give credit to Santino. He was one of the few Chat Sports sites that believed the Knicks could win this series.
There you go.
And actually believed it and didn't just say it for the camera, so I didn't have visual evidence to circle the block and put receipts out there. He actually believed it. And he's got the Giants winning the NFC, so Santino must know
I like
ball.
this guy. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. So shout out to Santino, native New Yorker as well, so got to stick together.
Appreciate you, Brody. Me, G in September. Do you think or finals, Mr. A Sizzy? I think
is
you're
that me?
A Sizzy.
I don't. I'm really a little unsure of the question here. I'm just gonna take it as you think we're winning, and I'm gonna say yes.
A Sizzy, huh? You get
A,
that often?
This is A Crizzy. There's an R in there.
Is this Duppy?
This would be a deep burner that even I don't know about if it is, because I don't know what this is. But
A Sizzy.
Chills.
It is chills.
It's a new one. Certainly a new one. But I think we're winning the finals. If that's what this is, then yeah, definitely, 100%.
2 more games. Unreal. 300 people in the building. If you could, please hit that thumbs up icon. Helps get some more Knicks fans in here. Appreciate everybody that is hanging out with us. We got 305 people in here, 146 likes. Smack that thumbs up icon if you could. Mr. Special Situations in the building. That's my guy right there. What up, Steven Spalding? Says the NBA is going to everything they can to help the Spurs Monday night. I'm not sure they could do more than they did in Game 2.
Yeah, and if they have any concern about the safety of the officials in New York, they might not want to have them call the game the way they did on Friday. I fear for them if they don't call a fair game.
Someone in the chat says Penn Station was crazy last night. Like, when the Knicks will win on Game 3 on Monday night, by the time we walk out of the arena, it is going to take hours to walk to our hotel 3 blocks from there.
Probably. I mean, it's like I haven't been.
Did you see the pictures last night from like the sky view?
No, I didn't see it.
You could not even see the ground.
Yeah. It's I mean, I think it's going to be on another level because it's a home game. So
have you all seen that DMX video from back in the day where it's like a concert and it looks like there's 1 million people there? That is what it looked like last night outside MSG.
I saw some videos from people that I just follow that were like kind of in the like people that I just know from home that were kind of in the mix and the mosh pit, if you will, of people. And I have a family member who is an NYPD officer, and they dread Knicks game days. They do not look forward to that extra work for those guys. So shout out to them, but he's not a Knicks fan, so I don't feel bad.
Oh, that's hilarious. Amir Ajani in the building. What's up, Ajani? F those picks. Yeah. I have no bad words to say about Mikal Bridges. How could you? He has been dynamite since Game 3 against the Atlanta Hawks.
Flip the switch.
Yeah. He didn't shoot it well in Game 1 and shoot it well in Game 4, but defensively, the little things, find a way to get to the foul line when he has to.
I mean, his efficiency bar is set pretty high. Like when he's normally very efficient, even if he takes a limited amount of shots. So,
I mean, he goes 8 of 13 last night, and one of his misses was the one in transition where he had to, like, late in the fourth quarter, drive into 3 guys, and he was just trying to get fouled, and he turned that over, which probably counted as a missed shot as well. Like, when he's allowed to get to his shot and take his shot, take his time, not sped up, like, just doesn't really miss last night. And I always have a theory of, like, your game is going to, unless you're like Jalen Brunson, like your game is going to be determined off like the first couple possessions. And when Mikal Bridges catches that 3, he shoots that 3 in the right corner, and he has to shoot it in like 0.5 seconds. It's like, I can't think. I just have to shoot. He makes it. And it's like, okay, muscle memory's there today. I'm now just locked in, and it just kept rolling.
Yeah, he is one of those like ultimate get going guys. Like he is not going to kind of get himself involved. You got to kind of make an effort to make sure he gets some touches and some shots early to like build that confidence. And when he is, and like credit to him for his ability to like really not be a primary focus like of the offense and still stay like connected and ready to go and knock down shots. Like how many times are they clearing it out for Mikal Bridges? Not too often. A lot of times he is the third pass on a possession, and then he's got to kind of make something happen. And it's like a special skill to be able to kind of create with not a lot of time left or be able to catch and shoot that quickly, like you said, on that 3.
And I think that we kind of saw it in the fourth quarter. Like, there was a couple of times the Spurs forced the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands, and we were seeing that Mikal Bridges ball handling with OG Anunoby setting a screen. And we're going to need him to maybe hit a couple of shots in the fourth quarter in one of these next 2 wins and hit some tough shots. And I'll take 25 on my team. That's for sure. He's been money, man. Money, Mikal. Money in the mid range. I don't know where Chicken Man's been, but he was on it. He was on it. Marshall, the way this channel is going, you should see 200,000 before Game 4.
Not too far off.
Unbelievable. Creed says last game I'll be able to see till it's all over, but damn, it was a good one. If that's the one you go out on, man, that's a good one to do it. I'm hoping they win for you, man. I'm hoping they win for you. Like, how quick will you find out about, like, the individual games? I'm curious. I'm always curious of that. Ned's Wiki laughing in the chat. Steven Spalding, J-Rob, Muted Growl. Appreciate all of y'all. And thank you, guys. Crossed over 100,000 subscribers last night. What a moment. What a milestone. What an achievement. And it's just a reflection of you guys, as I have my Twitter list up here, and my pinned tweet on my profile is the DiVincenzo shot in Game 2 against Philly, and we were at 38,000 subscribers then. So to see this place become what it is pretty freaking sweet. Pretty dang sweet. Soul Trade Marshall, we have been with you since the beginning of the season. 2 more games. Let's go Knicks from Soul. You the man, bro. He says, we might have him on boat, but I doubt. I'll be in Hawaii 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'll rewatch all games then. Gotcha. All right, let's jump into this Game 3 preview.
We got one from JC.
JC in the building. What up, my man? I didn't even see that. Shout out to my guy, JC. Appreciate you supporting the channel. All super chats do get up on screen, and we will talk about them as long as we can. Says the refs are blatantly letting the Spurs hug, push, reach, and get handsy on Brunson when he brings the ball up the court. These refs are letting the Spurs get away with murder. I 100% agree. And the thing is, oh, there he is, Chicken Man. I was wondering where you were, brother. Today's your time to just to spread those. What do chickens do? Do they chirp? Do they?
I don't know. That's a good question. What sound does a? It's like a.
Can you try to do it real quick?
No, I'm just gonna Google it.
Oh Lord. This is my thing, JC. I 100% agree with you.
Oh, cluck.
Oh, how do you cluck?
I'm good on that. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Open that beak and cluck away, Chicken Man. If the Knicks were allowed to play with the same physicality that the Spurs are playing with on defense, I'd be A-okay with it. But when Josh Hart has been whistled for 6 touch fouls in 2 games, and Mitchell Robinson gets called for a technical foul for doing nothing, and Karl-Anthony Towns had ticky-tack foul after ticky-tack foul in that second half, that's what I have a problem with. If we want to play prison ball, we want to play physical, we want to bring back the hand check, cool. Let's ride. Call it on both ends. We want it to be soft. We want to be whistle happy. We want to not let this game get out of control. Cool. Call it both sides. What about the OG Anunoby shot in the corner that they did not call a foul on, that the Knicks got lucky the ball went out of bounds, so it was a dead ball, and the Knicks could then challenge the play in totality? Like, if that ball stays in bounds, Andrew Connell, that Spurs ball going the other way, and the Knicks lose out on 3 points.
Yeah, it's and I was like, I don't remember exactly what year the replay system was initiated. It's somewhere around like 4 to 5 years ago, I think. But if that doesn't exist, you don't get those shots. Like, those were, and not every point matters, but those were huge points for the Knicks. OG Anunoby knocking down those free throws. Then that completely changes the course of the game, and you miss out on that. It is like crazy when you really think about it, like how much control the refs can have over the game with some of the calls they make or do not make. And, like, you can live with that when you know they're trying their best or they're calling it evenly both ways. But when it feels like there isn't.
Bill Simmons is saying the Knicks are getting no calls.
Yeah.
It's not being called fair.
Yeah, exactly. Then that's when it starts to become a problem and a talking point. You never want, like we always say, you never want the refs to be the story. And the Knicks made sure they weren't, but they were trying their best to make themselves the story.
When Boston Celtics fans are openly saying the Knicks are not getting calls, you know that the game's not probably being officiated in the most fair way. And you do have a small guard as your best player, and that physicality can take him out of his game. And right now, the officiating is being conducted in a way that is more conducive to the San Antonio Spurs having success. And we'll see if it continues in Game 3. Hopefully the Knicks can just continue to overcome it. Just continue to overcome it and be champions and continue to play like it, man.
We got a 3-point goal. Alvin, you bang!
Alvin, you! We're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, Alvin, you.
Alvin,
we're one step closer.
you.
I can't believe it.
Alvin, you.
That actually reminds me, Ned's Wiki, we got something for you, too. I don't know if I've heard this one, but I see it here. Have you heard it?
I think so.
Okay.
Alan Ned's Wiki.
Shout out to Alan Ned's Wiki. Play it again. Play it again.
Alan Ned's Wiki.
I like it. We'll shit at the end. It's tough.
Alan Ned's Wiki.
Alvin, you, man. The Knicks have won 2 games in the NBA Finals before the other team has won a game, and they're 2 wins away from winning the NBA Finals. CPJ in the building. Says, y'all peep the... No, I didn't. Was there a double dribble by Fox they didn't call too?
I think I remember you actually saying
Did I say that?
Yeah, on the stream. I remember you guys. I think you might have had a demonstration as well.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think like it's. I remember you
Did they call it?
I remember you demonstrating something, so I think that was what it was. But
I don't remember. I don't remember. Last night was
it's a lot.
lot happened. Live for 6 hours. When Josh Hart.
It's like a football. It's more than like a football game almost.
Yeah, that was a long stream. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. One step closer, man. Got to win game 3. Got to win game 3. And I saw someone in the chat saying the pressure's on the Knicks to win game 3. I could also say the pressure's on the Spurs to win game 3 because they don't. The series is over. I do know this, though. If this series does get to 2-1, the pressure's on the Knicks in game 4. That's for sure. That's for sure. And that's why I'm not going to call a game where you're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals a must-win, but I almost want to say it might be a can't-lose. I don't know how much difference there is there between a must-win and a can't-lose, but you if you don't win Monday, you're starting to dance and you're starting to play with a little bit of fire.
I feel like it can't lose is a higher level of urgency than a must
can't
win.
Lose is higher than must win.
I feel like can't lose is like you're going to get eliminated.
So would you say game 3 is a must win?
I would say
it's
a must win. Because then if the Knicks go up 3-0, then game 4 becomes a can't lose for San Antonio. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What's more important, a can't lose or a must win?
Or what's Monday?
Yeah, let us know.
I got to go back. I didn't see that. I mean, there were dozens of calls that went the San Antonio Spurs way. Like usually, I'll be one to be like, Knicks got lucky there, or Brunson's flopping. I don't think we've gotten like one call our way that I would be considered like that was a bad call by the ref. I can't think of one where it's like, oh, the Knicks got lucky there. Refs helped out the Knicks there. Can't think of one.
And if there is, they're drowned in a sea of pro San Antonio calls.
Crazy. J. Rob says game 3 is a can't lose. We have our foot on their necks and they're crying with snot bubbles right now. We can't let them. I agree. It's a can't lose.
It's a can't
game.
lose.
It's
All
a
right.
can't lose game.
All right, can't lose.
You cannot lose this game. Ned Zwicky says, you really think the refs can screw us that bad at home court? The NBA doesn't want this series to be over. They want this thing to go all the way to June 19th. It's only June 6th. This is the best NBA Finals since LeBron versus Curry. My the Saints Suns Bucks. Like it ain't Celtics Mavs.
They have the New York Knicks, probably the most popular team in the NBA, and they have an international superstar on the other side from a marketing standpoint. So it doesn't earn that title on the court yet, but from a marketing standpoint, international superstar.
They want this series to go 7. As they should. Alvin, 2 more, brother. 2 more, bro. I can't believe it. Edward Lynch, my brother. The Knicks took every punch they had and still came out up top. It's pretty clear the Knicks are just better. Love our bench. How about the bench, man? I mean, is Landry Shamet ever going to have a bad game again?
I think he's just like Michael Jordan now.
I mean,
like Shamet, back-to-back 13-point games, hitting big three after big three. Alvarado with good minutes in both games as well, giving Brunson the ability to rest and giving like a true point guard on the floor when he is not on the floor. Robinson with some great defense on Wembenyama and playing through. You can't really tell he's injured. He doesn't look like a different player at all.
He had surgery like a week ago,
and you wouldn't be able to. He actually made 3 free throws yesterday, so maybe helped his shooting a little bit. But that's not. He wasn't doing that before. That's all I'm saying. And Miles McBride gets inserted into the game late in the fourth quarter. It's a big three. He hasn't really played his best. I think he'd tell you that, and maybe he's still feeling the after effects of his core muscle surgery that he had late in the regular season.
Big three in the fourth, though.
Yeah, that's what we led off with, is that he had that big three when Brown put him back in. So the bench, good stuff.
He hasn't taken great shots, though.
I know you said that. Even the ones he hit, that mid-range was not necessarily a great look. It was a high difficulty shot, and he knocked it down.
He had a fourth quarter mid-range jumper on the baseline, too, where he and Brunson were just kind of playing hot potato with it, and then he had to let it fly to beat the shot clock. But, even that wasn't a great look by the offense. Raymond says you should have a partnership with Kith. I agree. You should tell them that, and you should make it happen, and we should do Knicks Now and Kith collabs. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be chills.
So yeah, if you know how to get me in touch with them, I'm about it. Or New York or nowhere, you want that? We get
whatever. We're open. We're free agents.
Yeah.
Also, Wemby is anti-soda. I am open for soda marketing deals if anyone wants.
I'm gonna drink the hell out of some sodas next game.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Sprite probably offering him $100 million.
And he's like, nah, I'm good. All right, bro.
Doesn't want to be. I'm sure that Wemby's also the loser who looks at Gatorade as soda too.
Get the zero sugar Gatorade, Wemby.
He doesn't deserve it. He's a Powerade guy.
What's the other one I'm thinking of?
Body Armor?
Yeah, just some of those coconut water things or whatever. Take that, Wemby. Alex. Johnny Hoops Angerisi is looking down with massive Knicks pride. This channel and this team does it the right way. Let's go Knicks.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for the very kind words. Johnny Hoops. Not exactly sure who Johnny Hoops is. That could be a bad miss by me.
I think it could be a family member.
Family member, a friend. Rest in peace to Johnny Hoops. Man, I wish that he was here to watch the New York Knicks doing what they're doing. And there are a lot of people that deserve to watch what the New York Knicks are doing right now, and I think that's what makes this pretty damn cool. Man, this team, man, this freaking team, unbelievable. Thank you for supporting the show, Alex. Really, really do appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, Wemby's a prime guy.
Prime or
sure.
vitamin water.
Yeah, vitamin water. Him and 50 Cent, the Pacer fan.
Oh, God.
The only drink sponsor we do have, How Water.
There you go.
Shout out to How Water. How do you hydrate? Hyper pure oxygenated water. It's good stuff, man.
Got to keep the cap on.
Good stuff right here. You know who's drinking this before their clutch buckets? Brunson. You know who wasn't drinking this before their clutch bucket attempts? Wemby. He was not hyper oxygenated. That's for sure. Clip it, Chugs. Need a whole case. Game 3. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Please win Game 3, man. Please. I don't ask for much. Jeez Louise. All right. All right. Game 3 preview. Let's, Who does De'Aaron Fox think he is? You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Who does he think he is? Who do you think you are? I am. All right. The New York Knicks are 2 wins away. 2 wins away from putting a banner in the rafters of the world's most famous arena. And on today's show, I'm going to tell you what they got to do to go up 3-0 in the NBA Finals. De'Aaron Fox, you are not that guy. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. We are presented by Prize Picks, and my name is Marshall Green. If you want to win on Monday, if you want to go up 3-0 in the NBA Finals and have a chance to close out the Spurs in Game 4 at Madison Square Garden, hit that thumbs up icon right now. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you for clicking on today's show. I still can't believe it, man. The New York Knicks are up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, and they have a chance to go up 3-0. For the first time this series, the New York Knicks come in as the betting favorites in this game. They are minus 2.5, and the total point number is 215.5. This still tells you, though, that Vegas thinks that the Spurs have a shot. But what I will tell you about Vegas is they do not have the New York Knicks figured out. They are consistently wrong during this 13-game playoff win, or 13-game playoff win streak. I just want to set the table a little bit here. Set the table, get your stuff ready to go. Teams that are up 2-0 in the NBA Finals have gone on to win 32 out of 37 times. They're 32-5 teams that go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Teams that go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals on the road are 2-0. Undefeated. Never lost. Only 5 teams have ever won a best-of-7 series in the NBA playoffs after losing the first 2 games at home. The 2021 Clippers versus the Mavs in round 1. The 2017 Celtics versus the Bulls in round 1. The 2005 Mavs versus the Rockets in round 1. The 94 Rockets versus the Suns in round 2. And the 69 Lakers versus the Warriors in the Western Division semis. I didn't say the conference finals, and I did not say in the NBA Finals. These type of things don't happen to good teams. And the New York Knicks aren't a good team. They're one of the best teams ever. This says that you should win the NBA Finals. But the job's not finished. Job's not finished. Yes, you're up 2-0. You've won half the race. You got to do half more of the race. You still got 2 more laps around the track. Job's not finished. Come out, punch them in the mouth in Game 3, and give yourself a chance to close them out in Game 4. Job's not finished. Mikal Bridges is somebody that saw his team go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals at home back when his Suns lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. And I bet Mikal Bridges is letting everybody know that this is not over. This series is not over. Have you guys seen Mikal Bridges' face in his post-game interviews? He looks like an assassin. And he said this after the Spurs smoked a 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals about 5 years ago, back in 2021. I remember going up 2-0. Thought we was good. We were over here like, man, it's light. It's the East. They ran up 4 straight. I just couldn't believe it. The Knicks know what is at stake. They know that you don't win getting to 2. Mikal Bridges knows that first and foremost. Go win Game 3. Go win Game 3, and the Spurs will start to think whether or not they have a chance. A lot of people say, Marshall, the pressure's on the Knicks to win Game 3. That sounds good out loud, but wouldn't you say that the season's on the line for the Spurs and the pressure's on them in Game 3? I'll tell you this, though. A Game 4 where the Spurs win Game 3 and it's 2-1, all the pressure would be on the Knicks. 2-1 at MSG Game 4 is a pressure cooker for the Knicks. Don't even go into those waters. Go out, win Game 3, punch them in the mouth early, and let their thoughts start to impact the way that they play this game. We as Knicks fans know this. It is hard. It is hard to bounce back from a heartbreaking playoff loss. Very hard. The Knicks were not able to do it after the Game 1 loss in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. The Cavs were not able to do it after they choked Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals this year. When you have a heartbreaking loss, it's hard to pick up all the broken pieces and put it back together and get back on track. Come out, quick Game 3, punch them in the mouth, let some self-doubt creep in. I'm going to give you my keys to victory for Game 3, but I do got to tell you about our presenting sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that promo code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup and get $50 in lineups instantly. You don't even have to get that first $5 lineup correctly. What is Prize Picks? It's America's #1 sports pick app. It's available in all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. Billions have been paid out. It is safe and it is secure. Prize Picks puts a stat number for different stats for almost every single player. Points, rebounds, assists, threes, dunks, fouls, you name it, they got it. And to put a lineup in, all you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you either pick more or less than the stats that Prize Picks selects for that player. Unfortunately, our lineup in Game 2 did not hit, but we are back at it for Game 3. And you can follow me on Prize Picks at @MarshallGreen_. That way, when I do put my lineup in, you guys can easily go see it, copy it, or fade it. Play Prize Picks, pick more, pick less, play Prize Picks, promo code HMA. My #1 key to victory in Game 3 is start fast. The Knicks did not start fast in Game 1. The New York Knicks did not start fast in Game 2. In both of those games, they were losing at the end of the first quarter. In both games that the New York Knicks have played in the NBA Finals, they have had to overcome double-digit deficits. In Game #1, the New York Knicks scored 19 points in quarter #1. They scored 25 points in quarter #2. We've seen the Knicks be able to come out and absolutely blitz teams early on. And everybody in the Garden crowd, including myself, who will be there, we're going to be on our feet. And we're going to be cheering and we're going to be yelling. The crowd is going to be rocking. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. And sometimes that does bring pressure to players. And it could be hard. Give us something to cheer about. Give us something to root for. Give us a reason to be on our feet and acting like maniacs up there. Turn it into a home court advantage. Don't let the pressure and the moment and the energy become something that drags you down. Punch them in the mouth early. That place will be rocking. And then self-doubt could creep in for the Spurs. I knew that the Celtics were quitters last year. I knew that the Cleveland Cavaliers were quitters. And that Joel Embiid and the 76ers were quitters. I'm not sure if the Spurs are quitters or not. I don't think they are. But self-doubt is real. And if you're down 2-0 and you go on the road and you fall down early in a game, you might not just have the willpower to do it, especially after you just came back from down 14 in the fourth quarter and you had the ball with the lead in the final minutes. And you lost. The Knicks win Game 2 105-104 and become the first team in the play-by-play era to overcome double-digit deficits to win Game 1 down 14 and Game 2 down 12 of an NBA Finals. It's never been done before. I think it'd be pretty hard to do it a third time. So let's not have to come from behind. Not saying you got to blow them out. Not saying it needs to be a wire-to-wire win. Keep it close. And put the ball in the hands of number 11 late. And I'll take my chances with that. Number 2, keep Cat hot. Hot player. What did Jalen Brunson say on the Roommate podcast about Landry Shamet? Hot player. Hot player. Hot player. Karl-Anthony Towns is a hot player. So get him the ball and let him cook. Because there is not anyone on the Spurs that can guard Karl-Anthony Towns. And if Victor Wembanyama is guarding Karl-Anthony Towns 30 feet from the basket, that's a double win for the Knicks. Because it pulls away their best rim protector, and Wemby can't guard Karl-Anthony Towns on the perimeter. We've seen Towns be able to blow by Wemby off the bounce multiple times in this series and finish around the rim. Keep feeding Towns. In the first half, you did. And he beasted. And he feasted. 17 points on 6 of 8 from the field. Second half, though, 2 of 4. Only 4 shots. And he scored 4 points. And he did not score in the fourth quarter. And I think there's a correlation there. He did not score in the fourth, and he only scored 21 points. You have to find a way to get Karl-Anthony Towns the ball throughout the entire game. Can't just be quarter one, can't just be quarter two, can't just be quarter three. It needs to be every single moment of every single game, especially if it's not Victor Wembanyama guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. Look at these numbers right here. In Game 2 of the NBA Finals, Karl-Anthony Towns had an on-off net rating of plus 45.6. That's insane, ladies and gentlemen. The offensive rating for the Knicks when Towns was on the floor was 114.3. When Towns was off the floor, the offensive rating dropped 10.1 points per 100 possessions. The defensive rating for the Knicks was 104.5 when Towns was on the floor. That number skyrocketed to 140.0. You want the defensive rating number to be low. You want the offensive number to be high. Offensive rating is how many points do you score per 100 possessions. Defensive rating is how many points do you allow per 100 possessions. You have a player right now that is playing like one of the best to ever do it. Like, get him the ball and hope he stays out of foul trouble. On Towns, you have to stay out of foul trouble. You can't not be on the floor. Like, you are that good right now. You have to play. You have to play. You cannot be in foul trouble. And in the fourth quarter, when they're blitzing Brunson, I know that Towns got tired. It was very obvious. You got to power through, and you got to make yourself available and give Brunson that bailout. We need you. We need you 32. How about Game 3 is the Karl-Anthony Towns game? Or the Jalen Brunson game? Or another Josh Hart game? Knicks are up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, and Jalen Brunson outside of the fourth quarter in Game 1 has been bad. He would say that. Josh Hart has given you nothing offensively. He's given you some rebounds offensively, but he's averaging 1.5 points per game in the finals. And he's shooting 11% from the field, and he has not made a three. You're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, and Jalen Brunson is shooting 34% from the field and less than 24% from three. This formula of double-digit comebacks, Brunson shooting toward eights, Josh Hart not contributing at all, really outside of rebounding and assists, and being in foul trouble for 2 full games, that formula isn't sustainable. You did it once, and then you did it twice. If you're telling me the New York Knicks have to win 2 more games this series while Brunson shoots 33% and Josh Hart averages 1.5 points, I don't feel great about our chances. But that's not going to happen. Are you telling me Jalen Brunson's going to be bad all NBA Finals long? I don't believe it. I think we're going to get a Jalen Brunson game at some point. He's going to win you a game by himself. It's what he does. It's what stars do. It's what the best of the best and the all-time greats do in the NBA Finals. They win you games. And Jalen Brunson's going to do that. He's going to do that at least one time this finals. At least one more time. He might do it 2 more times. We've seen in the past in series, it's taken Brunson some time. You go back to the first series against Philly. Didn't play good in those first 2 games. Took him a while to figure out Dyson Daniels. He'll figure it out. He's like a lefty southpaw boxer. He'll figure it out. He'll take the body blows, but he'll also throw that left hook that nobody sees coming. That'll knock out an opponent. Another thing I'm looking to is you got to make Wemby defend. I went back and I watched that fourth quarter before we went live on the channel today, and Knicks did a lot of matchup hunting in that fourth quarter. And Wemby was able to kind of play like that one-man zone almost. And when Brunson is being guarded by, it could be Castle, it could be Vassell, it could be Champagnie. It's tough enough to beat those guys in the NBA Finals when the refs have their hands in their pockets and they're not blowing whistles. But then when he gets past those guys and it's Victor Wembanyama on the help side, you're asking him to do the impossible. So bring Wemby into the action. And when that does happen, there are counters to that. The Knicks scored 8 points in the final 6 minutes for a lot of different reasons. One, you missed some wide open shots. Mikal Bridges on the break finds Jalen Brunson on the right wing for a three. That's the most wide open three he's taken in his Knicks life, and he missed it. Jalen Brunson misses an easy left-hand layup. OG Anunoby misses an easy right-hand layup. You missed a lot of shots. And they started to play good defense. But if Wemby is going to switch on to Jalen Brunson, we saw Brunson a couple of times attempt some mid-range jumpers over him. I have no problem with that. But if Wemby is going to switch out onto Brunson, you could pull Wemby 30 feet from the basket. Cat, get your ass on the block, put a paw up there, and go get the ball and demand the ball. And if you got Vassell, Castle, Champagnie, I don't give a shit. On your back, drop step, power dribble, bank it up and in. They're too little. They're too little. The Knicks need to do that better, and they need to do a better job of just getting the ball into the front court. They need a better answer for the full court press that they have been struggling with. The pickup point for San Antonio's full court. And one thing that I think we saw via the numbers in game one, when the Knicks pushed the pace, they averaged like 1.3 points per game, points per possession in transition. When you cross the timeline with 17 seconds left, that limits the amount of ball movement you could do. That limits the amount of reversals. That limits the amount of rotations that you could put the Spurs defense in. Play a little bit quicker in the fourth. Move the ball. Make it easier on Brunson. And I think the way you could do that is by making Wemby defend. He's not the best on-ball defender, but he is like the best help defender of all time. You could not just let him sit down in the paint and shut off all that water. AC, jump in here. This was one of your keys to victory for the final one. Talk us through it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think one thing that is a kind of a trademark hallmark of this New York Knicks team is their depth. And in order to kind of continue to put pressure on San Antonio's defense, like you said, you want to keep the offense balanced. You just talked about kind of sharing the rock between Cat and between Brunson, and I think that's something that they need to continue to do if they want to continue to stack wins in the NBA Finals. Take a look at some of these stats from Game 1. Jalen Brunson, 31 field goal attempts, did get 30 points. Cat 15 attempts, 18 points. OG 12 attempts, 17 points. Bridges 6 attempts, 9 points. Shamet 9 attempts, 13 points. Hart 5-3. McBride 7-6. And you ultimately end up with 105 points. And I'm not saying that you need Jalen Brunson to shoot the ball less. That's not a good recipe for any Knicks team or any Knicks win. He's always going to be the primary focus and the primary ball handler and shot creator and shot taker on this offense. But look at these Game 2 stats. Look at the balanced scoring you have. Brunson 20, Cat 21, OG 17, Bridges 20. Shamet gives you 13. You don't get anything from Hart. You don't get much from McBride. And you still score 105. So that kind of shows you there's just multiple ways to skin the cat here and get it done and score enough points that you need in order to get the W. But I looked at the box score, and this was the first thing that jumped out to me, is the balanced scoring attack, the ability to kind of just put that extra pressure on San Antonio, not let them game plan to stop just one guy. They probably came into the series and said, if we can stop Brunson, we'll be in good shape. But they can't defend everyone. They can't defend Brunson and Cat and OG and Bridges and Shamet. It's just impossible to try and stop 5 guys. And a hallmark of, I think, past Knicks championship teams, you hear people talk about them, and any good championship team is that they don't have egos. They share the rock. They pass up good looks for great looks, and they continue to keep the ball moving. And I think that's what this Knicks team has kind of, the next step they've taken is nobody's selfish. Everybody is willing to give up the rock, knowing they're going to get it back if they are open. And no one cares who gets the stats. You think Josh Hart cares he's averaging 1.5 points in the finals? No, he cares that the Knicks are up 2-0. So I think that's kind of the most important thing the Knicks can continue to do here, is to just continue sharing the ball and keep making it hard for San Antonio to game plan to stop one guy.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the more you can do that, the easier it is going to be on Jalen Brunson as well. Brunson could shoot 30 shots. We're both okay with that. But if he shoots 22 shots and he's more efficient and the points are a little louder, we're all okay with that as well. However you want to slice it, however you think it's going to just make it happen. You are 2 wins away from forever being NBA champions and immortalizing yourself in the greatest city in the world. You got an opportunity right here to to change your lives forever. It's insane. 2 wins away. Go win Game 3 and give yourself a chance to close it out at Madison Square Garden. Who do you got winning Game 3? Is it the Knicks? Is it the Spurs? Type your K's if you're rolling with the Knicks. Type your S's if you're an absolute fraud. And make sure you are following me over on social media, as we just had some information coming in. The NBA has rescinded the technical foul on Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, because there wasn't a tech. Hopefully, the NBA watched the film and they realized that was a rig job. And if this game's called fair, we'll be closing them out in 4. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you later. Let's go Knicks. Job's not done, baby. 4 more.
2 more.
2 more. 2 more.
Knicks, the way they're playing right now, I think they could win 4 more. But luckily, they do not need to.
It's like, well, the Knicks would have lost by a point, and then you rescind that technical foul.
It doesn't mean, it would just be like crazy. I guess there wasn't really that many egregious calls in the last 2 minutes. That's all they go over, right? But I'd love to see that. I'd love to see, because the NBA, they grade their officials. I'd love to see what the grading report would have been from those guys for throughout that entire game. Like, did the NBA? I don't think they can look themselves in the face and seriously think that those guys did a good job.
Unreal. All right, we're going to sign off on today's show. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We'll be live on the channel on Monday for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. So subscribe, turn those notifications on, and join us. Yeah, Seth, I agree. I'll be sending you a text here. Seth Gross. All right. We got to roll. We'll see you guys later. 2 more. Let's go Knicks.